Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from New Belgium. This is their Brut IPA, which is actually pretty crazy. So it took actually quite a while for the large craft breweries to even try a New England style. So we're talking about Sierra Nevada, New Belgium, Stone. It took them quite a while. The style had been really hyped, and for years they just didn't do one, and then it finally caught on to doing one. And then the Brut IPA, I believe, has only been around for about a year, and then didn't become really quite popular until maybe 6 months ago. And then boom, the breweries actually caught on, tried to do a Brut IPA. So Sierra Nevada has done one. I reviewed that, didn't really like it too much, but curious to see how New Belgium does with one. How fresh is this? They say it's fresh for another 3 months or so we'll see. And actually, I will say that New Belgium did one of the best hazy IPAs from a large craft brewery that I've tasted. So I'm really impressed, and let's see if they do a great job with Brut IPA. So the beer comes in at 6.7 ABV, by the way. It is beautifully clear to style, has a medium gold color, light to medium gold color, beautiful carbonation coming out of the glass, eggshell white head. Looks pretty nice. Let's get the aroma on this one. It's not too expressive on the nose, not really getting too much, I mean, slightly hoppy, but really quite a blank canvas of a aroma. I'm also getting a little bit of, I don't know what it is. You guys try to post in the comments below, but what a Brut IPA smells like. I feel like a good amount of them have this kind of signature note. And it's a little sweet, it's a little like papery. I don't know what it is. No, it's a little sweet. Which is strange for a dry beer. But I guess maybe it's just the malt expressing itself a little bit more. It's really not that big of a nose. It's almost like a slight fruity ester thing, just like, it's like a blonde ale. Not too much on the nose. I really wish it was a little bit more hoppy. Cheers. Okay, so I really need to try some of these like classic, like the OGs, right? When New England style IPA came on the scene, you had to try Treehouse, you had to try Hill Farmstead, Alchemist, you had to really Lawson's, you had to really understand what the style tasted like before you tried the imitations. Maybe I just don't know what the style tastes like, but like this is not too far off from the Sierra Nevada one. Yeah, you know what it is? It has that weird kind of drying thing that, maybe, I don't know, I guess I wasn't smelling it, so now I taste it. It's decently dry, so it doesn't show you the brute part of it, which the Sierra Nevada one had too. It just really doesn't do much, And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Brut IPA just sucks, Sorry, Kim Serdvan of Social Kitchen and Brewery, but this beer is not that hoppy. It's maybe a little bit more expressively hoppy than your American Blonde Ale, but I feel like Pale Ale is even like a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale would be more hoppy than this. And then, because like you want it to be dry hop pretty heavily. Like we're talking about new age beer. Like we're talking about a world where New England IPA stands, and even where you stand it next to West Coast IPA, where you can get decently aromatic hop flavor. And it's just like it's dry beer. It's lacking in, there's a little bit of crackery thing. And just when it almost has like that kind of breadiness that a pale IPA might have, as in not West Coast where there's a little bit of caramel, it just dries out. Okay, does that. The carbonation doesn't seem quite as high as, it's dry, but it's not like prickly carbonation. I can't imagine it's that much higher than your standard IPA. And then it's a little bit hoppy, but it's not nondescript hoppy. It just has hoppiness, right? Like there's not this hint of like citrus, pineapple, little grassiness, like nothing too obvious. I don't know. I think I like it a little bit more than Sierra Nevada, but nothing too crazy. It's just like it's beer. It's dry, hoppy beer, like, right? But like hoppy, understated. It's good. It's refreshing. It does its job. It sort of dances in between a little bit of hoppiness, a little bit of American Blonde Ale, a little bit of that refreshing kind of light lager thing. So like, somewhere near Helles and American Light Lager and Pils, like it's just all muddled and doesn't really like pop other than the fact that it's dry. 85 for me. It's good beer. 85. This is New Belgium Brut IPA. I really wish a little bit more from this one. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.